Good Saturday morning, SWTOR. Glad to have you with us for yet another Extra Life Star Wars The Old Republic live stream. We stream every Saturday for a charity known as Extra Life. Hey, Kyler, in early. Nice. You can find my link to my donation page in the chat or the description down below. All the money goes to the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. So what's on the agenda for today? We've got a handful of Galactic Seasons objectives we still haven't done. So I knocked out 4. CZ, I ran CZ as dailies. Ran some missions on, I think, my Inquisitor. That's how I knocked that one out. That one just naturally happens. And I always go and fight the bosses to make sure that we get those achievements. Let's check in on those. So for light side bosses, we've got, it looks like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5. And dark side bosses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 2 new ones each week. And so this week I did Tulo the Fearless and Cortella the Righteous. So those are the ones we've knocked out. What does that leave us? We could run a bounty. We could do the GSI missions. The Colossus Monolith on Ziost is a world boss. I can't solo that. We've got flashpoints and flashpoints. I think we're going to go ahead and do those today. And then we've got missions on Alderaan, Balmorra, Corellia, Mekshal, or Onderon. I think we're going to do Onderon for that one. The Nightmare Pilgrim, also a world boss, so I'm probably not going to solo that. The other thing I want to look at is we're up to week 3 for Vette Date Night, and we're exploring how those come together. I think that's under Companions. There we go. So we should pop an achievement today. We get Vette's Vow title. And then it's 2 more after today to get that one. Something else I want to explore is, from a game design standpoint, how your options that you choose during the date night impact some emails and stuff that they send. And then if we have time, after all that, we will run some dailies. I'll show you how that I try to maximize my conquest. So that is the plan for today. So let's go ahead and go up to our ship, and we'll do date night first here. Little bit of game systems exploration early on, which is what I like to do. I like game systems. Big thank you to everybody who has donated this year. We crossed the $600 mark, so we're at $605 and growing. I also changed. I thought this is a decent looking, if I'm going to go out on a date, outfit, so dug that one up. I was going to go with this one, but that looks a little bit too combat-y, so I unlocked this one this week, so I thought I'd use it. Plus you got a cape. Who doesn't like a cape? Okay, so to trigger the date night mission, you have to go to your ship. You get the data pad, gives you the mission. I think this text has been the same every time, and it is the same scenario every time. So if you do these multiple weeks, you can do it once a week. You'll notice that does it say in here? Yeah, this mission can be repeated one more time. So it's a once a week thing. Every Tuesday it resets. And I believe it says we have to go to McKeb. Should be able to daily area ourselves over to McKeb. But anyway, so there's different options that you can choose, and it's all conversation. There's not really a whole lot as far as combat or anything on this one. Oh, what did Nightbot delete on you? I didn't notice that. Oh, it didn't like the the all caps. I'm sorry, Kyler. I have to turn down maybe Nightbot sensitivity. Can I say it's okay? I can put you in timeout. I don't see a way to allow it, so I'll have to look at that. Okay, I believe. Nope, we want to go. Yep, shows the mission icon and everything. Says convenient. We'll go ahead and use quick travel over there. So this will be date night 3 for us. So our 3rd week. I never did any of the other date nights because I rarely ever do the romance options on any of the companions. So I didn't have access to them. This is the first one I've actually had access to. But now that there's achievements and decorations for it, I'm probably going to have to go make characters just to do that so that I can get those things. That is called achievement gaming, if you know what the Bartle quotient is. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll take that away so we can see it full screen.
Finally. How long has it been since we could do something like this? Just you and me.
Far too long. I'm glad we could make it happen.
Me too. And thanks for humoring me with this little trip. I know a place like this isn't our usual scene. Would you look at that? A Twi'lek singing stone, all the way from Ryloth. What are the odds we'd stumble on something like that, here, now? Sure would be a shame if this thing went for a little trip, back to the people it belongs to.
And I suppose that's where we come in.
Yes! I knew you couldn't resist a little mayhem. Now, stand back while I crack this thing open. They made this way too easy. It's like they want people to walk in and take back all the stolen stuff.
You do know what you're doing, yes?
Now, what would give you the impression that I don't? Just need to cut a few more wires, trip a few circuits. This should only take a second. Uh-oh. I guess they did put a little thought into their security measures after all. Don't worry, I'll figure this out.
Okay, forgot to talk about. Let's go back to that.
It's always remarkable to me how easily this comes to you.
We all have our thing. You smash, I grab. It's why we work so well together. Just need to cut a few more wires, trip a few circuits. This should only take a second.
We did one version where we let Vette do all the work. We did one version where we stepped in.
I guess
we'll try to mix it up this time.
Their security measures after all. Don't worry, I'll figure this out.
So the first week we went through, we did this one. Second week we did this one. So let's go back to this, and then we'll see if there's another option on the ending.
There! Fixed it.
All yours.
Are we still talking about the singing stone? Hey there, fellas. Sorry about all the noise. We just got a little lost. Can you tell us where the geology wing is? museum is this?
Vette!
I know!
Okay, so first time we went through, we let Vette do her thing, and we encouraged Vette. Second time, we smashed the thing, took it, and saved the day. So this time we'll do the... let Vette do her thing in the first one, but then we will save the day. And then I think the last combination will be smashy, smashy, and then encourage Vette, if that's available. So, let's go ahead and click that one.
That was way too close. Am I losing my touch?
I don't think this probably matters as much here.
Perhaps things didn't go as you expected. But there's
Cape issues
beauty
there.
in mayhem, in chaos, in the unknown and the unfamiliar. Why do you think I was so drawn to you in the first place?
You're making me blush, you know. And I need to focus. Unless you want to stay in here forever.
Maybe I do.
Nice try, but I don't need cheering up or anything.
If she blushed, would she turn purple? Important question.
You make a convincing argument. I'll find a way out. Just maybe later.
Hey, we got the achievement. And I think the title. Alright, let's go do a little exploration. So, the last 2 weeks, I don't know how long it takes to come in. You actually get a follow-up email from Vette based off of the date night experience. So it hasn't popped in yet, but let's take a look at the last 2 weeks. Okay, so from Game Systems Game Development, this was the first week. This is the one where we encouraged Vette and let her do basically everything. So both first choice and second choice. So it says, now that was kind of mischief I've been missing. And you can tell it didn't. You can tell me it didn't add a little spark to our after mischief festivities too. It feels amazing to know you still follow me into the kind of trouble I like to get into, even though everything else you have going on. I do have to admit that even with my deadly Sith by my side, I was a little worried for a second. Sometimes when things go sideways, I'm reminded of my life before we met, when it seemed like any time things started to go right, they went wrong in the worst way possible. But I mean, you changed everything for me. You've always stuck by me, and if someone like you believes in me, I should too. Even when things don't go exactly according to plan, I know we can handle anything together. Now, I know it's technically your turn to choose a date, but that was so much fun. I think I should get to pick what we do again. You've got enough on your mind already. Okay, so second week, we took charge in both the first and the second choice or encounter. So if we look at this one, the first paragraph, mostly the same. Looks like a slight, I don't know if it's on purpose. We got a punctuation difference, right? The first one is an exclamation point. The second one, not. Could be a typo. Could be on purpose. If we go to the end... Now I know technically your turn part. Now I know it's technically your turn part. I think those are probably the same. Yeah, it looks like it. Which leaves the middle section. So this one is a 2-paragraph section. And then this one is a 1-paragraph section, but reads a little different. So I'm not going to reread the first and second paragraphs, or first and last. They are the same. So in this one, it talks about how you know, I was worried, but thanks for encouraging me. This one, I know that we can handle anything together, mostly because you're an unstoppable force. I can't tell you how much I love that you're always there for me. It's the best thing in my life. I'm grateful you helped me to remember to think outside the box, but maybe it wouldn't hurt for me to get into a little trouble on my own again, but only if it trips up people on your bad side, promise. So you can see it's a little difference, right? These are subtle differences in the design. But as a designer, somebody had to make the decisions of what kind of response are we going to send. Okay, so we will see if we get another response, and we'll check that towards the end. Sometimes these emails can take a little while to pop in after the encounter. So, all right, so we got our date night out of the way. Let's go ahead and see what is on tap for Galactic Seasons. We could do Onderon. I think we're going to roll into Flashpoints. Feeling like we haven't run any Flashpoints in a while. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Bounty Hunter Mercenary. He's very solo friendly. So he's a mirror class of what Zaximus is. My commando. Alright, so we have 4 that we're going to try to get through here. And each of them have a different list. So let's see what we have available. We have False Emperor, Legacy of Rakata, Battle of Ilum, or Shrine of Silence. That is a variety. Let's see what we have for achievements that we need. Alright, we'll move that over there. Alright, False Emperor. False Emperor. Veteran mode. We still need a number of bosses on those. Sith Entity is the bonus boss, so there's been 4 times I ran it and didn't do the bonus boss. Alright, so that's a candidate, because we do need, and we're going to be running them on veteran mode because I'm just soloing these. Legacy of the Rakata. There it is. Story mode. Yeah, it looks like we've knocked everything out there. I need to run it on master mode, but I do not believe that will be a soloable encounter. So, Battle of Ilum. Actually, False Emperor and Battle of Ilum, I think, are both Ilum ones. Battle of Ilum. We've knocked out all the veteran modes on that one as well. Shrine of Silence is newer, so there might be... Yeah, that one needs a lot of runs. Alright, well, we could either do the False Emperor twice, or we could do the False Emperor and Shrine of Silence. Alright, what's the other one? Legacy of Revan. Maelstrom Prison for Republic, Terrell 5 Republic, or Foundry and Boarding Party. Let's see, the Foundry. Nope, we've completed everything for Veteran there. Boarding Party. I'm going to guess both of these are going to be complete. Yeah, not a lot to do there. So we might just run those in order. I think Boarding Party goes first and the Foundry goes second, if I remember right. Okay, so let's see. False Emperor, I think, was the one that we decided. Yep, we still need 8 runs. And actually, if we want to do the bonus boss... we would need to do 12 runs. Alright, False Emperor it is. Also, False Emperor might give us a combat droid. Let's look. All right, there's boarding party in the foundry, so we can do both of those through here. There's False Emperor and Shrine of Silence. We did say that the Battle of Ilum was complete, I think. Double check before we commit here. Yep. Alright, False Emperor, here we come. As always, if you are live and have anything you want to see, I'm always happy to pivot and do content or answer questions. If you are watching this on the VOD or the video, if you have anything you want to see, drop it in the comments. Same thing, always happy to answer questions at all levels or tailor the content towards things people want to see.
Take us in nice and easy, but if Malgus is onto us, get ready for a fight.
I will monitor all enemy Nastilius.
Alright, that seems broken. Oh, no, we landed. Okay. Whew. I thought we were still back where we needed to be. Alright, yep, we've got the droid. Nice to have the droid, so we will keep our companion on DPS. We are going to want to knock out the bonus mission, so I don't remember what triggers that. I would have guessed that it was going to be kill count, so. Alright, let's cause some havoc. Well, pulled aggro off the droid. He should get it back here. Oh, or not. I don't think we need all the guys out here, but we'll go into overkill mode here. Also, I'm hoping that we make conquest just doing these 4 flash points. We'll see if we do or not. Because my memory is you don't have to clear this hangar to hit that achievement or hit the kill totals, but we also don't want to backtrack if we can help it. There's the guard. Okay. Now he's acting like a tank. Yeah, we've already got 20 of the 30, so I think that was probably overkill.
Welcome to the heart of our new empire.
It's me and
I am
droids.
Arcus Wold, engineer, architect, artist. Served Earth Malgus well, and my technological creations will serve you.
See if I can get a few reflections in before the droid steals all my aggro. Yeah, so you can see here, this is target of target, so it's showing what my target is targeting. So I think it's something you have to turn on in the options. I don't think it's on by default. I also have a focus target that I don't often use. This is good if you're doing, let's say you're doing a raid or in-game content where you've got a couple bosses you're trying to keep track of. So you can put the one you're not targeting here and the one you are targeting there. And that way you can kind of keep track of both, which is kind of nice.
With the right application of technology, the impossible comes to life. We can travel faster than light. We can construct an entire fleet in weeks. And we can make the visible invisible. So when you see my engineers performing feats that make the Force look like child's play...
Well, this way I can kind of keep track of his health as well, although there's not much I could do about it. I could heal, I guess, but droid can take care of himself. So on my list, I think I say it every time I run one of these with the droid, that I want to find one of the flashpoints that, I don't want to say it's easier, but is relatively easy. And then basically just see if the droid can solo it. I think it probably could. It'd be slower, obviously, because it would have to do anything. But you'd have to find one also that there's not some weird boss mechanic that you have to deal with as a player. Okay, I think that's the first one of those, but let's take a peek back here just in case. We did skip through a section. Yeah, I think there's enough that you can skip this one. But again, we also get conquest points. So killing this guy here, that was 118 conquest points, right? So if we're going to try to make conquest... So we've gotten 1,486 just from fighting, because we haven't hit any of the big totals yet. All right, moving forward.
The Trandoshans are fierce, loyal warriors. Shunning them was the fault of the short-sighted Dark Council.
All right, what are we doing here? 2 of 40. These are skippable as well, if I remember right. That's the next boss fight down there. So, if you're not familiar with the story, slight spoiler, but it's not huge. Malgus was very much, as an Imperial, much more pro-alien than most of the Empire. At least so far as they would help him with what he wanted to do. Alright, so we're going to pull this guy here. And we don't want to get over here into the boss battle quite yet. It's a pretty straightforward boss battle. Boss does have a big knockback, so you want to avoid that, especially since you're fighting on a bridge. You see, the droid just healed themselves up. Alright, while our companion's harvesting, we'll click on this. Now this is where, like I said, control of the droid can make things a little difficult. So basically what I try to do is keep myself in alignment. Let's see what it would be, east-west, I guess, on the map. But basically along the vertical here of the bridge, so that you don't get knocked side to side. Now, if you fight in this area, you know, you can use these probably to keep yourself from getting knocked off the bridge as well. And I don't know if those are there in the harder modes or not. If they take those away, I would guess they probably are still there.
The stealth armada. These vessels will shape the galaxy.
I don't think this does anything.
Wings.
Yeah, I don't think
This
that.
is only attained by the marriage of animal engineering.
I think we got all of those.
Upgrades and the foundry droids can process.
If we wait till the people jump in here, we'll double up our effectiveness of our explosive canister.
As he will unite the galaxy.
Look at all the damage going out. Alright, same thing here. We can theoretically skip these guys, skip that guy. If you still needed the consoles, obviously you'd have to take this fight. But we've knocked all of those out. If I haven't run one in a while, such as this, and I don't really have it down to a science, what I normally do is pretty much fight everything until you knock the bonuses out, and then if you want to start, you know, avoiding combat, you can. I find that better than having to backtrack to get some enemies that you missed because you didn't kill enough, but I think there are so many in this one that probably will not be an issue. Somebody's still alive. Bessie, why didn't you take care of that guy for us? I think Bessie took care of that one. Alright, this is the next boss fight. I remember this on, or at least in the early days, it being a bit of a beast.
Fighters on my tail. Look for defensive turrets. Something to turn against that scum.
Emperor Malgus says hello.
Like, he goes into these different modes, or the ship goes into different modes. That makes it do more damage. And so you have to keep track of that. Hey, we're taking a decent amount of damage. There we go, so level 1 targeting. And then to break that, what I think you had to do is you had to run a DPS over here at certain points. And then I might got interrupted there. So that would shoot the ship, and the ship would run away. You have to do both of them. I can't remember. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done this one on an actual hard mode. Do all three? We're gonna have him dead before I can pull off the mechanic. There we go. So that would give your group a break. You could heal up, that kind of stuff, and then it would come back and do the same thing again.
Most impressive. Shindo Cray was among the first to join me. He will become a martyr, and others will flock to continue his fight.
Alright, moving on. Still need 2 more for the bonus, which again we will easily achieve. And then, yep, this will be the next. I think it's a secondary bonus. So there's almost like a.
With a single blast, but most importantly, we installed state-of-the-art stealth technology. This station is completely invisible from the sky.
Yeah, so this one I think, yeah, it's just a separate bonus mission. So you've got the staged bonus mission that will get you the Sith entity that we need. And then these I think just give you credits in conquest points. But we'll go completionism. We'll do it all. I'll turn Bessie loose on the one hiding over there. Oh, nice. Group them up. I'm DPS. I should be taking out the weak ads. Do my job. Grab that medal. The bot didn't put you in timeout, did it, Kyler? I don't think it did. I think it just deletes the message. I'm just assuming you went back and started being productive and just put me in the background. Which I do a lot. I watch streamers while I'm working on other things quite often. Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't think I had it set that strictly. But want to make sure Nightbot didn't get a little overzealous in its moderation. I think I've mostly got it set to delete links. That's and certain keywords, but I'll have to go and look at it again. It must have one of its defaults must be all caps for some reason. I might have to see if I can shut that off or make it so you can put more all caps in. There might be a setting for that. Look at all the ads popping. I mostly set it up when I first started and haven't looked at it much since. Yeah, it deleted your message. The Star Wars Saturday Woo. It actually deleted it for all caps, which again I find is overzealous. But
and my domain. If you are not a member of the Schism Collective, turn back. This place is not.
I am not a part of the Schism Collective. Oh, we knocked out the crew skills harvesting, so that'll give us some more conquest points as well. I think it's what, like 1800 or something. Stronghold crew mission. Nope, 2750. What kind of metal are we getting? I think I was too slow on that one. Okay, this is the next boss. Again on the harder modes. I think it's mostly one shields himself. And you have to fight the other one. Alright, let's see what he says. He says taking damage increased. No. Oh, there it is. Temporary invulnerable to all attacks, right? So if I shoot him, he's immune, so you fight the other one. And in the harder mode, again, you end up switching back and forth a few times. I think in this easier mode we're gonna kill it on the first try. Beating up our droid pretty good. Alright, let's see what kind of metal we're getting. Durasteel. Grade 6. So that's what I'm harvesting each time. And that's because I have, I think, scavenging. Yeah, I might need to dump underworld training. There was a time where you could run underworld trading missions and get boxes of gear and credits and actually make okay credits that way. Nothing crazy, but... Alright. Stage 3, override the command console.
Look around you. This station's power is a testament to the Animid's technical prowess.
Alright, can we sneak by these guys?
But I encouraged and embraced
we've killed everything so far. Let's take it all out. We are at the point, though, where we've hit our totals that we need for the bonus boss. But again, you can see here that, you know, each of those fights, 1545, 1545. I'm still getting conquest for doing that. Still getting materials if I want them. So it's not necessarily wasted time. It's not the most efficient. You know, the time it takes to have that fight, you could go do something else for a lot more value as far as conquest goes. Now, just as a general forewarning, if you are running something like this as a group, make sure you understand what the group is looking to do. Like standing here and harvesting all of that metal, the group might just leave you. And especially in something like this. Like if they leave, go up this elevator, start combat, then you can't use the elevator till combat's over. You might actually upset your group. So just make sure that it's not a right or a wrong thing. It's just an agreement thing. You know, make sure everybody's on the same page as to, like, conversations. Are you going to skip conversations? Are you going to stop and harvest? Are you going to sneak by things? Are you going to do skips and things like that?
The station may survive, but you won't.
You wouldn't dare.
HK!
Warning! Stop, meatbag. I hoped you wouldn't be such easy prey. The first shot will immobilize you. The second will spill your slippery components onto the floor.
I should have known Malgus would rebuild you after I destroyed you in the foundry.
Bitter recollection. A fault in my assassination protocol allowed your victory. My upgrades will prevent the error from repeating. Weapons activated? Assassination protocol engaged? I have been looking forward to this.
Rock and roll!
Prepare to die.
I don't know on veteran mode if they pop up, but these turrets pop up at some point. At least on the master mode.
Mockery. Your organic flailings amuse me.
He's back. I'm stunned. Stun.
Master World's upgrades have perfected my assassination protocol.
Ooh, I took quite a hit there at the end. I should have been paying closer attention. Or my droid should have been doing a better job. Still disappointed in your combat support droid. But embarrassing to actually die. Alright, let's start picking off the normals. And we'll just take whoever's closest to dead. As my two droids just mop up the room. Not sure what order they're picking to do things in, but almost seems random. Let's see if I get that one. Nope. So you can see it despawn. You have to be pretty quick.
Guards! Reinforcements! Hey.
I think this guy's light. Yeah, I'm all light side. We'll stay light side.
Guards! Hey.
Sabotage your stealth armada, and the Empire will ignore your crimes.
That will take hours. Fine. I'll overload the foundry generators. The results to the hangars will be catastrophic. I'll also program our flux cannons to target the stealth armada. Anything to protect our escape pods. And the Imperial fleet, of course.
Alright, moving on. We still haven't even got to the stage 3 part, so you can see how far ahead we were on the kill count.
Lovely. The station is firing on its own stealth armada. I trust you're responsible for this.
You know it. I'm the man. Alright, let's start employing skips that I can remember. I think... Nope. Nope. I just stood there too long. I think that's a skippable fight. You jump up on the railing correctly, but I messed it up. Let my two droids handle that guy. I actually haven't checked in on Bessie in a while. Let's see if there's any updates, but yeah, it doesn't look like anything has changed. We got that, and we're full there, and there's nothing new to do. So, okay. Yeah, I haven't even looked at it, but I didn't think they had added anything new. Think this fight is skippable?
Face me alone. How bold and foolish.
Alright, so that line, "You dare face me alone," only kicks in when you do this solo. If you're in a group, I believe it's something along the lines of one of you is going to betray the group or something like that. Guess you can't skip that. Maybe it's the next one. Alright, so this is one of the two guys, I think. Yeah, so in the achievement that I have not done correctly. Which one are we in? The False Emperor. You have to get Chandris Barini. So that guy. And then, is it in the next section? No, I think it's... It's here somewhere. You have to go down a hallway to get to the Sith entity. I believe, like you'll notice that it says here, secure the throne room. This is not a required fight. So if you have a stealther and you can stealth your group past him, you could actually skip this fight. So evidently, I potentially have done that at some point. Yeah, I think the Sith entity's in the next section. As we work our way around the space station here. Alright, I'm gonna let them fight that. Just pulling aggro all over the place. Oh, something's still fighting us. Alright, now this one I do believe is skippable. I think they're far enough out there that you can just slip in behind them. Same thing though, you know, if you want the conquest points. So we could just exit out the side. But if we fight them, they're probably worth 100 and something, I would guess. 118. It's 236, if I did the math right, plus the metal that you get from them. So again, your choice. We'll skip that guy down there though. Alright, yeah, I think this is where the Sith entity is. Down this little side hallway that's not really on your map. You'll see this sometimes where you know where we need to go. Hold on, let's get our metal first. Oh, okay, I guess it's just mapped a little differently. Sometimes they'll just not even put these areas on the map. Alright, so that should unlock the Sith entity. And obviously, if you're playing in a group, this goes a little quicker because you just send one person to each console, as opposed to me clicking them all myself. The downside of my AI companions, they won't go click on things for you. Good little camera effect there. But again, depending on the group you're playing with, if they don't want to do all the combat and do the multi-stage fight, you never get this, I don't think. So. A lot of groups skip the bonus bosses. Or they used to. I haven't run in a group in a while. That was a horrible and ineffective placement. That's a little better. What's my droid doing? I think he's still targeting the main Sith entity. No, he's not targeting anything. Yeah, I think he got stuck on the hidden boss. So the interface showed him not there, but she still knew. Bessie knew. All right, bonus boss complete. Let's go get Malgus. Don't think we can skip by these guys. Goodbye, little droid. Can't remember if you used to be able to skip up this or not. Nope. Or maybe you used to, and they've since changed it. Sometimes it's hard to remember. I think this takes us up to the final fight. So back in the original days, I think it was right here, you had to pick up this special grenade and you had to use it to blast Malgus over the railing. That was the only way to win. They changed that long ago. I don't remember when, but alright, we'll watch this cutscene. It's actually not a bad cutscene.
We meet again, mercenary. Welcome to my throne room. So much history. So many glory days that slipped away from us. The Emperor is dead. Long live the new Emperor.
Strike Malgus? Okay, I gotta see what that will do, just because I'm curious.
I bow to no Emperor.
Kneel.
Get you electrocuted, evidently.
I respect your perseverance, Malgus, but not your claim to power.
You're not as foolish as you look. The Empire is withering away. Soon it will be obliterated by decadence and antiquated ideals. Yet still you struggle to keep it from healing, don't you see? Our survival demands a new empire, tempered by alien alliances and strengthened by tolerance.
The galaxy's full of independent contractors looking for a side, but your revolution's just encouraging their disrespect.
You are perceptive, but still you have much to learn. My stealth armada will destroy your fleet, and I will destroy you.
Warning. Critical explosions detected on the foundry level. Generators manually overloaded by user ID Arcus Wode.
Enough.
Emergency warning. Power core overrides engaged. Self-destruct initiated.
You must be desperate to sacrifice your entire station.
This palace is a monument to the old Empire's failures. Its sacrifice was inevitable. The blast will wipe out your fleet, and only I can deactivate the destruction cycle. Die, or defeat me. Either way, the Empire is reborn.
I like that little thing where they push you back. Oh, never mind. I thought it actually placed you back here so you didn't have to jump right into combat. But I misremembered that. I was going to congratulate them for a cool thing
Tell
there.
me, did my deception sting?
Whoa. Not sure what happened there. I think we can still beat it, but it's a little longer.
Enough games. I haven't enjoyed myself this much since the
So in
sighting of
this
Coruscant.
mode, this phase, basically your whole group gets stunned. See, whoever is not stunned has to fight now just all by themselves. Oh, you know what might have happened? I wonder if Bessie got stuck at the door and was never actually in the room. Because notice that she's not dead, she's just completely despawned. That was my fault. Usually try to stand against this wall so that knockback doesn't shoot you across the level. Especially down there. These corners are actually fall to your death sections. That's what you had used to do. You lead him over here when he got to a certain stage, and then he became vulnerable to that knockback grenade, and you blast him over the edge. Which actually makes more sense because we don't kill Malgus here. He comes back. So having him go over the edge means if I suspend my disbelief, he survives the fall. And this one, I think you just take him out.
Your fleet is doomed, and
in
with
this
it,
new version.
the old Empire.
Yeah, see that?
Thus the false emperor is dethroned. I won't let you join Malgus in death. Hurry to the hangars. I'm coming for you.
Core power levels critical.
Yeah, so you used to lead him over here and then knock him over the edge, which
Warning.
would appear like
Estimated
death. But
blast radius 1.92 kilometers. Minimum safe distance 2.4 kilometers. Reactor overload. Primary systems failing. Meltdown imminent.
only 5. What would we get? Oh, we have 12 of those. Nope, that's not what it is. There we go, that one. Actually, that might put us back on Ilum, so we'll do it this way. Once it's complete, you don't have to use the exit button. Oh, right, that should gets us one of 2 there. And the false emperor. 18 and 14, 18. Alright, so our choice now is Shrine of Silence, which is the Voss Interpreter's Retreat, or run the False Emperor again. I can't remember if we get the bonus combat droid in the Shrine of Silence or not. It's listed in here. Decisions. We could run the False Emperor again just to try to grind that achievement. Are we close? Actually, would we pop a Shrine of Silence achievement? Nah, we're kind of in. If there was a 5, we would hit it, but that one's 5, that one's 4. I think that's one of the first bosses, so at some point I must have done the first boss and not completed it. I think that's a bonus boss, which I don't remember how to get to. There's certain things you have to do. I think you have to turn on all of the little shrine fires, if I remember right, or lights, or whatever they are. Alright, that's too much thinking. Let's just go grind the False Emperor again. This time we will be a little more aggressive in our skips and stuff and see how far we can get, because we probably killed twice as many things as we needed to. So, for instance, that intro hangar, we're not going to fight any of those groups this time.
Welcome to the heart of our new empire.
I don't think you have to click on these unless you miss the message.
Architect, artist, served Darth Malgus well, and my technological creations will serve you.
Knockback unacceptable. So remember last time we cleared the hangar, we already had 20 of the 30 kills done. This time we're only at 6. So we're leaving all those spawns back there. But again, I don't think you need them. I think there's plenty of enemies to go around.
With the right application of technology, the impossible.
Same thing here. We're going to
comes
skip
life.
that
We can
one.
travel faster than light. We can
So I
construct an
don't think
entire
we need
fleet
it.
in weeks, and we can make the visible invisible. So when you see my engineers performing feats that make the Force look like child's play, remember that anything is possible.
Arrogance, my friend. Be careful taunting the Sith. They can force choke you over a holo call. What are you going to do about that? My droid doesn't want to harvest that one for some reason. She's being temperamental. Probably should have taken the medic out first. That would have been the smarter thing. Although we are wiping them out so quick that we're probably fine.
Trandoshans are fierce, loyal warriors. Shunning them was the fault of the short-sighted Dark Council.
Again, saving the medic for last. Horrible strategy. So, the knockoff technique, you'll see a lot of groups use it. Advantages, you kill things quickly. Disadvantages, if they drop some cool piece of loot, you don't get it. So for instance, that's just junk, right? So, but we can't loot that. You know, it still died down there, but... Alright, so knocked those out. Doing good so far. Much quicker run this time. There you saw the knockback. Now hopefully... Come on. Waiting for a droid to pull aggro, which never really happens.
Regus just sent word. The Imperial fleet will be here shortly.
Yeah, there's another console, so we have plenty.
These vessels will shape the galaxy on invisible wings. Such greatness is only attained by the marriage of animal engineering and the Foundry. A few upgrades and the Foundry droids can process beacon crystals and construct stealth squadrons in record time.
Alright, so we've gone past stage 1 into stage 2 now. So 30 for stage 1, 40 for stage 2. So same thing, we'll skip that group. Don't think we need them. I like that because it actually tightens up the group so our area attack can hit them. 11 of 40. Alright, this is the next boss. So this time, we're not going to bother with the consoles, because I think in this mode we can just tank and spank. The extra damage isn't gonna matter that much. See if we can burn the boss down fast enough for it not to matter. We got to 300% last time because I was running around trying to click the consoles and not fighting. I still made it to 300%.
Most impressive.
Jindo Cray was among the first to join me. He will become a martyr, and others will flock to continue his fight.
You think so? Are you sure? Don't know if that ever happens or not.
You may have noticed our recent improvements. Upgraded turbo blazers replaced last generation turrets. Specialized flux cannons can disintegrate capital ships with a single blast. But most importantly, we installed state-of-the-art stealth technology. This station is completely invisible. From the skies, our empire will unite the galaxy, and Darth Malgus will be our emperor.
Impressive. Oh, can I use these? Oh, I can. Those were in the flashpoint. I thought you had to be in a group as well, but evidently not. These are nice if you're planning out some kind of move. You can talk through and be like, okay, if you're the tank, go stand there, and we'll put our 2 DPS back here. We'll set our healer over there, and you can kind of plan out your moves. Interrupted, stun. Everything went south there. Got our tank over there fighting a normal. That's alright. Just normal loot. No big loss. We're still doing the bonus boss, so we're not in completely speedrun mode here. Because I still want that achievement. That one we could skip if we wanted to.
The Imperial fleet has arrived.
It's really not that big of a deal to click on 6 things if you're going to walk by them anyway. So I don't worry too much about it, but it is one of those that if you are in completely speedrun mode, you could skip. And again, we're still collecting metal as well, which is slowing us down a little bit.
You are in the power core, the brain of this space station, and my domain. If you are not a member of the Schism Collective, turn back. This place is not for you.
So last time he went to invulnerable mode first, so we'll just assume it's going to stay the same. And grind out the first guy. Still immune, come on. We beat his timer. 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, this will knock out that mission. What do we get? 253 conquest points, so nothing crazy, but conquest is conquest. We're at 20,000.
Look around you. This station's power is a testament to the Animid's technical prowess.
Alright, we still need 5. But again, we'll only fight, like, this is hard to skip, right?
No end to these stealth fighters. I've scratched dozens and they're still swarming.
So, my conclusion is you don't really need to go out of your way to fight things. Now, we're not a stealth character, so we're also not skipping things. But we've really only fought the ones we've had to fight. And we hit the kill totals we needed. And did the other bonus missions as well. I missed one, but it's going to go away quick enough that I'd never make it back to get it.
What is this? Who might you be?
Annoyed reminder. I am HK-47, assassin droid and personal exterminator to Emperor Malgus. We met once before on the Foundry. Weapons activated. Advisory. Prepare to die. Advisory. Prepare to
Alright, so just out of practice, I normally try not to stand right on top of another player or your companion. Ideally, you try to be close enough that if you need to do an area heal, you get the area heal. But not so close that if there's an area attack, that you both get hit. Like that one, right? We don't want that to hit our companion. Or if our companion got hit, we don't want to get hit back. So positioning is important. Oh, it won't even let me break out of it. It's a boss move. My stun breaker didn't work on it.
Disclosure. Master World's upgrades have perfected my assassination protocol.
We can harvest HK. But so yeah, I didn't pay any attention to how long it took us the first time, but this run is definitely faster. Poor turret, just firing away. Turrets are harvestable. Anything else? Go get that one. I'll get that one. Nope. Wasn't quick enough.
Sabotage.
Alright. We just have the consoles to click on. And we can still do the bonus boss. So yeah, basically don't need to go out of our way to fight extra guys to make sure we get those kill totals. I'm there for you, my friend. Happy to help. Alright. Let's see if this actually works or not. Nope. So we need 6 consoles. Let our droids do some fighting while we collect the console. Really mostly got him killed off. So it is important to make sure you let your droid or your companion finish harvesting before you mount up. If you mount up while they're harvesting and they don't finish, then you don't get it because they despawn. Alright, we need this fight. I'm not sure how I held aggro through all that. Would have thought the droid would have taken it from me. Oh, what timing. Took them both out. So we fought the droid because I'm still doing the bonus missions. Actually, we want that one because that's for the Sith entity anyway. So. Alright, so we skip that group down there. I used to... my memory is you could skip this guy, but... as fast as we kill him, it probably half the time would just be faster just to shoot him than to run around him, but... used to be a bug, I think it was right here, that you would pull aggro on maybe that group down there if you skipped it. It was weird. I can't remember though. Yeah, definitely a quicker run though. So completionism versus speed. Take your pick. Missed your message. Yeah, have a good one if you're still here, Kyler. If not, we'll see you next week. Alright, so again, that, so you notice here, that unlocks the Sith entity. I don't think we can kill him fast enough to not get that disappear mode, but we'll see. We'll go all in here. I only hit that healing thing hoping that... Yeah, it must be on a percentage because we got to it quicker that time. Anyway, I hit the healing thing because if I'm healing for healing that way, then our... Come on. What's going on? Can't move forward. Can't do that while fighting. I'm not sure what's happening here. My keyboard seems to have gone weird. That works, that works, that works, that works, that doesn't. It's almost like there's a modifier key stuck, is what it feels like. There we go, okay. Well, that fight took a turn for the worse. That was weird. We got two of them this time because we did so poorly. Yeah, this fight's got all kinds of wonky. He's still here. I don't know why my droid's attacking him. Alright, I think we're back on track now. Holy cow, there's something out of whack on this fight. I don't know what happened. Maybe we pushed him too fast at the beginning. Because we get that first set of entity spawns really fast. Now we're on our third set. And then we went through the middle where I wasn't playing because my keys were messed up. Okay, God willing we can finish him off here. Yeah, that was a weird fight. Oh well, keeps things interesting. Alright, don't think we can slide by these guys. We'll try, but... Yeah, that was probably not gonna happen. Still going. Forsaken Sith Lord. You betrayed your empire. I'm a mercenary. I'm in it for the money. Yeah, that was definitely a faster run. Two reasons. One, it was familiar again.
You've defiled the...
You have not...
And then two, we skipped a lot of stuff.
What you're doing ain't that...
For the new empire.
Oh, I forgot to check. Okay, yeah, Bessie's in here with us. Alright, we're gonna keep a little closer eye
the
on...
Grand Moff is calling me Malgus the Betrayer.
On her
Tell
health.
Me, did my deception sting?
Trying to get to my combat droid, but... There he is. Put that up there.
Enough games.
Make sure Bessie's healed up. Okay.
I haven't enjoyed myself this much since the sacking of Coruscant.
We're gonna drop all of our defenses. We don't really need them, but... Yeah, I don't know what happened to Bessie last time. She seems to be hanging in there this time.
Wrath. Impressive, but it won't be enough.
Yeah, she's taking some damage. We'll drop a couple of these on her.
I should have killed you on Ilum when I had the chance. Your fleet is doomed, and with it, the old empire.
His dying words.
Thus the false emperor is dethroned. I won't let you join Malgus in death. Hurry to the hangars. I'm coming for you.
Core power levels critical.
I think he used to be able to go out there, or what did we get?
Estimated blast radius 1.92 kilometers. Minimum safe distance.
Oh, gain a level.
4 kilometers. Reactor overload.
That'll help our
primary systems failing. Meltdown imminent.
Our conquest a bit. Because we finished the Galactic seasons, so we should be at what, 5 of 7 now, I believe. Where am I? What did I click on? Oh, I think I'm in my... Did I just click on the wrong stronghold? Yeah, I'm on the space dock. Okay. I think I just clicked the wrong button. Kind of looked like the station. I was like, where did we go? Alright, back on our stronghold. What's our inventory look like? Not horrible. Alright, what are our Revan ones that we need to do? Okay, those are actually, we have all of the stuff on those. So I'm going to let me figure out, make sure we do them in the right order, so at least the story makes sense. Let me pop open my 7475 flowchart. All right, so we are looking at boarding party and the foundry. So yeah, boarding party first, the foundry second. That's the Imperial chain. Let's see. I think you'll be able to see this. I don't know if it's. I think it's on this side. Let me put that somewhere else. Let me put it over here. There we go. So the Imperial line here is boarding party to the foundry. If you're doing the Republic version, it's Tyrell 5 and Maelstrom Prison. So roughly a similar story arc, just slightly different. So we want to do boarding party first and the foundry second. And I think we'll probably get the droids for these as well. I hope. All right, boarding party. Actually, HK told us that we met in the foundry. We probably should have done these first if we wanted the full story. Because the False Emperor is Ilum, which was the last planet of the original launch game before any expansions. Yep, getting the combat droid. Awesome.
We've scanned the cruiser for life signs. There's a full battalion aboard, along with a team of Jedi Knights. Be cautious.
I will be cautious. Got a whole bunch of Marines here.
Go.
And I'm just going to run. Oh, no, they're coming with us. Cool. Nice to have your help. Are they actually doing damage? It looked like it. Public Rifleman. What else do we got in there? Another rifleman. There was an engineer. A couple droids. That's probably a bonus, I'm going to guess. Yep, disable communications. We'll do it. There is a staged bonus. So we'll try to knock that out as well. I guess it'll probably be similar to what we just did. We shouldn't have to go out of our way to fight things. Although, so far, most of these things haven't been avoidable. Bessie's stuck back there. Alright, so if you have a stuck companion, a couple ways you can dismiss the companion. That's one way to deal with it. Oh, she popped up here to harvest, so that's good. Unless she doesn't want to do it. The other thing you can do is go into rocket boost mode. Yeah, we haven't gone that far, and we've already got through 26 enemies, so I don't think enemies are going to be an issue.
This is Captain Yelto. All crew members proceed to your assigned security stations. We have been boarded.
We have been boarded. Oh, we got a Jedi in this group. Not that it made a huge difference. That so looks like it's something you should click on. Haven't seen any other communications towers, so. So we'll assume I haven't missed any. So we're not going to bother to go down there and get those guys. I don't think we'll. I'll regret it if we do. But I think we'll be okay. Nothing to click on. I love death from above on this guy. Yeah, death from above. Anyone like that that has a knockdown for normals makes life so easy. Alright, stage 2, defeat Jedi. Guess this is our first boss. Little to no memory on what I'm supposed to do, but again on veteran mode. Say stay out of something here. I guess those probably do a lot of damage on the harder levels. Likes to throw people around.
Engineering, but their vanguard is headed for the bridge. Regroup and protect the command deck.
Regroup, regroup. Another group down. No Jedi. We need Jedi now. The fact that we've gotten 0 so far makes me think that we just haven't gotten... There was that one, but we haven't gotten to the section that is Jedi heavy yet. So we're ahead of the pace. There they are. So as long as you get to that stage 2 by about here, you're probably alright. Jedi. Thin in the ranks. Our own little private order 66.
Reinforcements to deck 3, 7, and 12. We need more time to escape that tractor beam.
Check the hangar for Jedi. Office. Oh, there's a Jedi back there somewhere. Where did I see it? Engineer, commander, officer. Might be the one on the left there. Yeah. Alright, we'll get that one. Ooh, on these ads. Oh, little engineer man, you should have kept running. You were gonna survive the fight. Oh, our little reinforcement guys started the fight. I think they pop in when you click on those communication towers. Our one Marine made it. Good job, buddy. Stunned. Another boss. Get the ads first. Oh, Bessie. Droid, what were you doing? So we're okay. It just makes it slower. That's on me. I probably should have dropped a heal a little sooner. Droid? Yeah, I say the droid should be able to heal itself, so that was a little close. I feel bad. Bessie had to sit the fight out. Alright, so we'll go into rocket boost mode here. And then Bessie will be back. My fault, little girl. It's mine. It's on me. Alright, another Jedi. 2 Jedi? Yep. What do we have so far? 3. 4. 5. This is one, if you push people down there, I think they can live through it. And then you have to, if you go through that entrance, it's like a winding, spirally staircase to get down there. Oh, another Jedi. So in this case, we're not going to knock them off. We'll just keep them up here so we can fight them. If you knock somebody down there, you pull aggro on those guys as well. Oh, I didn't see the tank. Although it would have been dangerous. Yeah. We don't want to knock him over the edge. Alright, not a Jedi. You get to live. Congratulations. Conquest commendations.
This is Captain Yelto to Master Donaire. We've identified the enemy vanguard. Intercept immediately.
Poor riflemen. I feel for them. They go down quick. Oh, more Jedi. We fight this guy before them? Yep. They're not close enough to pull aggro. This is a little suspension of disbelief moment. Right? Like, if those Jedi were standing there and saw me come and start just shooting at this droid, they wouldn't just keep standing there. But in game mechanics, they are not in aggro mode. Or in aggro range. Same with the boss here, right? Would the boss just be like, well, I guess I'm just going to let those 2 Jedi handle it. I'll stay down here. No, probably not in reality, so. It's the difference between realism and suspension of disbelief. Just accept the world for how it is in your game world and you'll be happier. Alright, what do we have? So disable comm relays, disable reactor security terminals. I'm guessing we haven't come across those yet. Sakan Donar, Jedi Knight, Jedi Healer, Jedi Healer. Alright. Let's turn our companion loose.
I am Jedi and I will stop you.
On that one. And then turn our companion loose on the other one.
Formidable, but the Force will guide me. Defeat me and 100 more will come for you.
That's scary, actually.
Defeat me and 100 more will come for you.
As long as they come one at a time, I'll be safe.
Death, only the Force.
If they all come at once, I might be in trouble. Alright, what do we have? What's it say to do? Use the hangar deck communication console. Alright. Done it. Done and done.
This is Captain Yelto to the Imperial boarding party. I admit, you have us outnumbered and outgunned. You know we're not going to escape.
There's like 2 of us.
Tell your crew to stand down and turn command.
I don't think so. This vessel is powered by a Type 4 hypermatter annihilator. Right now, I'm disabling the safeties and rigging it to self-destruct. In a few minutes, you, me, my ship, and half your fleet will be reduced to stardust.
There's no need to kill yourself. We can work something out.
I'm afraid we can't. Yelto out.
She's a fanatic. Those Republic people are crazy. I was trying to be a nice guy. I'm a nice guy mercenary. I don't know what's up with... Alright. Just to be safe, we're going to try to get her back. Okay, so what is our thing? Terminal, so it's these things here. I'm guessing. Alright, so we are gonna we'll go around the room here, make sure. Make sure we don't miss one. I don't know if there's more than one in here or not. Storm Squad Protector. Alright, we are going to go around here though, make sure there's not another terminal. Might have been able to get by without fighting this guy, but yeah, that's what I wanted to check, make sure we didn't miss a security terminal. Alright, looks to be just the two. Moving on. Nice long winding corridor.
This is Vette. We're reading a spike in power levels. You need to get to the bridge.
Working on it, dude. Maybe instead of me doing this by myself, you should bring in all those Marines. Just a death ball of like 50 NPCs. Like turn this level into a tower defense. Just start ramming them through. Another unfortunate rifleman. Well, they still haven't finished those guys? What are you guys doing back there? I do feel for the cannon fodder that are riflemen. They seem to be getting the worst end of this whole fight. Oh, there's a boss in here. This gonna take the boss down by herself. Look at that. Five of 6. Yep, here they come. So theoretically, I guess if you're having trouble, you could try to rush up here and click on that. if you're allowed to do it during combat, and give you a little bit of reinforcements. It might be disabled during combat, I'm not sure. If we can find the last one and get into combat, we'll test it. I actually think we left a console in that last room, but there's another one here, so we're alright. Alright, I believe down here is the end of the bonus. Ugh. Let's see if I remember the fight or not. Modified assault unit, Chief Engineer Kells, modified assault unit. Do they have any? What's he have? The Chief Engineer's death will cause the modified assault droids to go into a dangerous self-destruct overdrive. Alright, so I think if we take out him and then run away from the droids, we can pull this off. We shall see. Okay, we want to stay away from those. Wow, we're getting hammered. Whew. Don't try it like that on harder mode. That was a little sketchy. We lived. Bessie did not. But we got the bonus done. Our combat droid is teleporting in a dead prone position. Oh, there you go. Hopefully he recovers. Maybe the next fight will help him recover. Alright, there's a communication tower up there, which we should be able to get into combat. And see if we can click on it. Nope, he still falls down. Okay, we can. Where's it at? Combat support droid. Quit changing. There we go. And then we can we'll respawn him so he doesn't have to lay on the ground all the time, because that's sad and weird. Yep, we can. So we'll see if they come and help us. They're not going to get here in time. Shoot the medic. There you go. Nice work, Marines.
All non-essential fleet vessels withdraw. The Republic ship is preparing to self-destruct.
Oh, how far are they going to run with this? They're all in. Look at these guys. Whole little squad going. Oh, is this it? This is as far as you go? Okay. You don't want to deal with Storm Squad Protector. This is the exit. Alright, let's rock and roll.
For the captain! For the Republic! We're going down. We're taking you with us.
You Republic people are reckless.
Number 7, recharge! A few seconds more and this whole ship self-destructs. You'll never win. The Empire is doomed.
Yeah, we left the medic for last. I'm not sure that was a good strategy, but... Hey, Geeky, how you doing? You streaming today? And if so, what are you streaming today?
Area is secure. Get the tech team. Shut down the self-destruct.
Blast you. All of you, get off my bridge! Is this some great victory to you? Using a fleet to capture
I think
one
I've heard
ship?
of that. I haven't played it, but it sounds familiar. Especially with that spelling. I think I've seen that spelling before.
You were going to a space station, the Foundry. I want to know its secrets.
You really don't understand us. I'm not telling you anything. And I'm not begging for the lives of my crew. I know about the massacres of the last war.
How's your channel doing? Are you growing still?
Report success.
Getting good views?
Should we begin executions? So long as I'm in charge, we don't murder our captives. I'll call for a prisoner transport.
Success on all fronts. We'll march the prisoners through Car City and show them the Empire's glory. In turn, they will tell the galaxy. More importantly, the cruiser is ours. Preparing it for the assault on the Foundry and its Jedi Master now.
Any more information on the enemy defenses?
We're pulling that data from the cruiser computers. In the meantime, I offer congratulations and suggest you return to the flagship. Darth Malgus wants to speak to his strike force.
So when you do these two missions, the boarding party and Foundry the first time, there's a story wrapper around them that you can go back and talk. Oh, nice. Nice. TikTok is one of those things I just never really did. I've got a lot of different social medias, but TikTok was not on my list. So it's feeding into the channel for you. All right, let's go back to our stronghold and we'll do the foundry. Yeah, I mean, I get a little bit of discovery through, like, I'm in a SWTOR Facebook group. You know, I get people that swing by from there on occasion. But I don't think my social media is driving a lot of people to me. Like, I post every week that I'm going to stream, but it may or may not work. I'm not sure. If they are coming in, they're not being very chatty, which is okay. I lurk on a lot of streams because a lot of times I'll be like doing other things while I'm watching the streams. So. Yeah, it makes sense. It's just another way to feed things in, so it's worth the shot. Are you just clipping out like sections of your stream and putting them up on TikTok, or making whole new content for the TikTok? The foundry. That is what we need, right? Yep. That's something I really should start doing more of, is actually taking out little highlight clips and putting them up on social media. But I've been kind of debating of taking that next step and actually streaming more than just once a week like I do now. We shall see. I was playing around with OBS yesterday, just adding some new plugins and seeing what I could do. Even debating turning my camera on, which I do for work, but I don't really do so much for streaming. Yeah, if I see you streaming, like I said, a lot of times I'll pop on and lurk, and then, you know, given our time difference, sometimes I'm doing other things or
Helmsman,
working or stuff like that. Like, a lot of times I'll have a stream on when I'm a professor, so I'll actually be grading student work and stuff like that. So I'll have either news, a comedy channel, or a stream going on the second monitor while I'm doing that.
this mission will be dangerous, but no one gets left behind. No one gets sacrificed. You have my word.
Course set. Engaging hyperdrive.
Yeah, I've always debated both ways. Like I said, I do a lot of remote meeting stuff for work anyway, so I've got the cameras in my background and everything is all set up, and the lighting and everything is fine. It's just one of those that when I first started, I always wanted the emphasis to be on the game and not me. But I think that probably does hurt a little bit. That personal connection you get for seeing the person, I might lose out on that a little bit.
We had to adjust course to avoid an Imperial patrol. Nothing to be concerned about.
Understood. You have permission to dock. You can wait aboard the ship while we run the final security checks.
But I can see both ways.
We're docked. Estimate 2 minutes until our fleet arrives and the battle begins. If I may be so bold, I suggest you take the offensive.
You are bold. The other thing streaming more would let me do is, you know, pick up a few different games as well, instead of just playing one.
Imperial ships have jumped out of hyperspace. Lock down all sections. Repeat, lock down.
We shall see. Like I said, I was playing around with OBS yesterday. Added some new plugins, building some new layouts and stuff like that to do some different things. Try out some other stuff. Alright, what do we have for bonuses? Recover Foundry data. Defeat Republic forces. So I'm gonna guess that one is clickable things. Which I don't think I saw any when we came in here, but let's double check. Make sure we didn't miss anything, but I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're fine. Oh, I remember the data ones. They look like little hexagon things. Yeah, those things. That's the data. Okay. Memories are coming back. I haven't run the Foundry in a while. For two reasons. One, I tend to do flashpoints on my pub characters. And this is an Empire-only flashpoint. And two, it's pretty early on in the game, so... Okay, there is no... let's go ahead and take these guys out. I don't know. We should hit that 50 pretty easily. Yeah, I'm actually debating, because I want to stream non-Extra Life stuff, so that upper left-hand corner, like I purposely put that up there because that's where my chat is, right? So this is my chat, and like right now, I'm in here by myself, so it wouldn't be a big deal. I don't care that people see this chat. It's not that. But I do also like to stay somewhat family-friendly, which means if I'm in a public area, I can't control what would show up in chat, appropriate or inappropriate. Now I suppose I could turn on my, there are language filters and stuff like that you can turn on. I turn all that off because it doesn't bother me per se. But again, it's not stuff I'd necessarily want to go out on the channel. Although I suppose I did download a plugin that allows you to blur sections of your screen. You know, I could just blur the chat, so, you know, then you'd see that there's chat, but you wouldn't be able to read it. But I've also debated on, that's a good spot I could put my, I could rebuild this top, well, let's see, it'd be, this top corner here. I could rebuild it and actually put my camera there, and it wouldn't really get in the way of anything. Don't know. I'll decide probably this next week or two as I get through my planning stages, decide what I want to do. Yeah, that's the other thing I want to start doing again. I haven't uploaded just a video in 2 or 3 years. It's been a while. My last big foray into video is when shorts were new. I created, I think it's like 153 shorts on gaming terms and stuff like that. I uploaded a few videos when we went from version 6 to version 7 of this game. But yeah, it's been a long time, so. There's actually this early access game I've been playing that I think I'm going to start streaming on as well. And that one, because it's early access, you get a lot of new stuff taking place. So putting up some how-to videos because it started out as a roguelike, so it's got roguelike things, but it's also very system-driven. So you have to put in your power system and your oxygen system and stuff like that. Yeah, it takes time. It takes a lot of time to do videos. That's always it's what makes streaming easier in a way. You know, as long as you're willing to go live, which doesn't bother me. I have videos that, you know, for a 10-20 minute video I put hours and hours and hours into. Whereas this is just turn it on and go. And that's fun as well. And it's always also fun when you start to grow an audience and people show up, you know, so that you can talk to them and stuff. That makes a huge difference. I've got a few regulars that swing by from week to week. Yeah, it can get a little... Again, depending on what kind of interaction you get from your audience. My idea would be, or my ideal would be to get like newer players coming in and asking questions, because I love to help new players. And MMOs can be overwhelming sometimes when you're first starting out, especially one that's been around for over a decade. I'm actually thinking about like doing shorter streams throughout the week because I run dailies most days, but you know, it's like half hour to an hour type of gameplay. So I've been debating doing those. And then also, you know, I'm in a couple different Facebook groups, Twitter, you know, all the different social medias. I guess it's not Twitter anymore, X, whatever they call it. Blue Sky, you know, a whole bunch of things like that. And I always see questions up there, right? So I thought about collecting those questions and just answering them on stream as well. We shall see. Like I said, just playing around with some ideas. And then it all comes down to time. You know, I am a parent and a full-time job and all that kind of stuff eats into content creation time. Again, what makes streaming easy, right? Like, my youngest is off at a chess tournament today. My oldest is in the other room. My wife's in the other room, but they can tolerate me not being in there for a while. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Memory is, at least on the harder modes, this boss can be a little bit brutal. I think... Where's Bessie? There she is. I think on this mode we should be fine, but we are going to spread out. So we'll put Bessie there. I'll come over here. There, now we're nice and spread out, so if there's any big area attacks, we should be fine. Like that thing, I think, is pretty brutal on the harder modes. But with Bessie and I being far away, it didn't hit us. I'll click that, help our combat droid so he doesn't have to deal with healing as much. Also makes it so he DPSs more, which again will give us quicker kill time. Do the same thing over here. drop a heal so that the droid can spend more time fighting. Yeah, this was nothing. Also why I like playing ranged. If I was melee, I'd have to be right up and close on that attack, that area attack he was doing. Alright, what are we at? Okay, we're on stage 2. Destroy the extermination droids. Need 30 of those guys. Oh, I hear data. Do I see data? I don't see anything over there. Nope, don't see anything. Didn't you play for a little bit and then... You play such a good variety though that I can see it's sometimes hard to get deep into an MMO. Like I still technically have a...
Open this door and fake. You say you're a...
I technically still have a subscription to the Lord of the Rings Online, but I never play it just because it's like a second MMO worth of content. It can just be brutal.
I'm paying attention.
Talk to me. We can work for peace together.
I've been betrayed one time too many. These machine.
Yeah, they are a time sink for sure.
Imperative. Extermination units converge on intruders. Psycholocutor and observer specialties.
Not only are they a time sink, it's... Strangely, I almost feel guilty playing other games because I pay a subscription to this one, right? Like I'm paying monthly. I do the longer term ones, but paying a fee to play a game, you know, and then not playing it feels weird. Something still has us in combat. Yeah, that guy over there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I have a few. Like I said, I've got that early access game. They just hit Alpha 11. And kind of, I think, have settled in on what they want the game to be. So I think I've been playing since Alpha 4 or 5. But, you know, each time they would update it, they would go off in a different direction, which is fun. I've enjoyed watching the progress of the game. But I think it's stabilized to the point now where it actually makes some good streaming or YouTube content.
Please provide more organic meat bags to slaughter.
So I might pick up some content there. Also some simulation style games. I've been watching a couple streamers play one called Star Trucker. It's unique. It's got its own little vibe to it. Might pick up something like that. I like Sim style games as well. Anything where you're having to figure out, you know, interdependent systems of things. It's my love in the gaming world. Well, you're right. Yeah, it's definitely fun to switch things up. The other thing you have to be careful of, or at least personally, I'm careful of, is I do sometimes keep some games that are like, you know what, this is just for me to play. I just want to play for the fun of it. not necessarily have to worry about content creation. So I do that sometimes as well. Like I'll break out and play some Age of Empires 2 every once in a while, and I'm nowhere near good enough to stream it. Really, I mean, you can stream anything, but I'm definitely not a pro player. So for me, it's kind of like, you know what? I'll just play that for me. Although I suppose I can play through the campaigns. You know, they're not overly hard. This is like a mini boss. So while neither one is all that hard, if you see these healing sections, it usually means they're worried about you getting past this. Although that wasn't very hard at all. And optional. You really don't have to do it. Unless you want another one of these. Yeah, I definitely respect there are other things to do besides play games as well. That take both time, attention, and money. That's all cool. How many of those have we gotten? 20 or 12? And we're at 27 to 30 on the droids. I don't think the droids are going to be an issue. I think all of these droids are counting towards our count. Yeah.
Die horribly at my hands.
HK!
You'll perish well before then.
Disable shield generators, huh? Yeah, we definitely didn't need to go out of our way to fight these guys. Holy cow. They are thick. Droids everywhere. And we're still getting hit. Bessie, go help our droid. Thank y'all. Almost to the factory core. More data. Do we just get one each time? Oh, we gotta find 7 more. Holy cow.
Assessment. IMH.
HK-47.
It's time to turn over the extermination.
Rejection. I would not advise taking control, given their current programming. The extermination droids are my master's crowning achievement. They are equipped with bioscanners capable of detecting Sith genetic material. Any organics with Sith ancestry will be slaughtered. This includes 97.8% of the Imperial population.
That's not good.
So, when you wipe out half the galaxy, I'll be one of the survivors.
Alright, Geeky, thanks for swinging by, man. Have fun playing.
You, the Master still wants you dead. Your bones will make excellent trophies to commemorate my return to assassination.
Alright, so this one is an interesting fight. There's definitely... It's the classic where you go through phases. You have to be a little careful. Wow, I don't know why you would come over here and fight anything. There's one of the generators. You don't necessarily have to do this first. I'm just doing it while we contemplate the fight. So you got HK in the middle. It's you know, you classically just you fight. Then he goes into some kind of mode where his little pod comes down, and then you have to click on the things on the outside of the pod. I think if you're standing too close to him, that pod will do damage to you when it comes down, but I might be wrong there. Then you click through the locks or whatever, and if you don't do that, I think it, I don't know, maybe does group-wide damage. I can remember that being important. Ads will spawn in these little kind of corner things. Fight those, clean those up, then back to him. That's the general flow. So let's give it a try. See what happens.
Will appreciate my efforts here. Retraction. You're not entirely unskilled after all.
Thanks.
Activating assassination protocols level 2.
Well, it's good that you're up to level 2. Couldn't quite get to HK there. Okay, so he's back in the pod. You don't want to be standing there when that comes down. Again, that's from my memory. There we go. Click these things. Obviously, in a group, this is a lot easier because everybody in the group can do it. But again, my memory is if you don't do that, bad things happen.
Converge.
I might be wrong there, though. Like he gets some kind of a bonus or an attack, or I can't remember for sure. I think we're pushing him fast enough that we're getting to the next phase again already. Okay, Bessie, go fight the droid. Well, at least on this mode, there hasn't been any issues, at least yet.
Termination units, converge.
I'm gonna keep Bessie on HK just to see if we can push his health down. Combat droid and I will take out the ad.
Excessive damage sustained.
Can we kill him before the thing drops? Boom. Can I just not loot him now? I might have screwed up my loot. That's alright. Alright, well I guess we're moving on. Go to the inner sanctum. We still need 5 more data. Stage 4 destroyed the signal beacons. There's more data, so those are still essentially spawning, so that's good. Don't know what the signal beacons are. We'll find them when we find them. Oh, do we go outside? I think we do. I think the signal... Okay, I remember. So the signal beacons spawn like a bonus boss out here.
Three more Republic cruisers have been destroyed, but they're not retreating.
Just because the Republic is crazy. If you're on one of their ships, they try to blow it up. Although Malgus did the same thing. Oh, we're outside. We can use our real speeder. Okay, so that's one of the things we have to get. Asteroid Burrower. I think the other one's there, and I think the boss spawns back there. Actually, no, I think the boss spawns right here. Death and destruction. Rain down from above. Yeah, so there's your healing sections. That's a pretty tough fight there, though. Three elites. Let's see if he gets his kill. Yeah, it's taking some damage. Nothing our elite mercenary can't handle. All right. So yeah, I think the boss in this is just a bigger version of what looks like the core slug model, although they're calling them asteroid burrowers up here. I think it's just a big one of those dudes. Yeah, it's the matriarch. Come on, combat droid. That thing was blocking my line of sight. Oh, I can't do it again. There we go. Can't see target. So this thing is making it so I can't see that. That's kind of funny. It's all about your angles. Alright, bonus boss done. Now the matriarch's gone. We'll take out the little soldiers. And
Can you
back
hear us?
inside.
They're using the Foundry's weapons system to hold back our fleet. You need to take control.
I guess the 3 elites aren't bad if they just stick 2 elites at the door. What do we have now? Ooh, a Jedi. A Jedi with extermination droids. That seems odd. Doesn't seem very Jedi-like. Alright, Bessie's gone prone for some reason. So we'll use our rocket boost to basically respawn her. That missed. So she should be fine again. What level of metal are we getting? Level 4. Not all that good. Lots of Jedi showing up. What's the deal? I'm gonna take out your champion first so your master sees you go down. And we'll take out your boss. And for completeness, we're also going to take out this one. Because he's there. Not that we need it for anything. He's worth still 118 conquests. We still need 4 data things.
Droids attacking the ship. We
There's
can't
one down
maintain a comm
there.
channel.
There's 2. That's kind of a hidden little room. We'll go check that out in a second. I honestly don't remember it being there. Because it's not on the map either. That's always interesting to me. When they have a section but it's not visible, right? Like if you look, it's right there. But first things first. Let's get our data. Our data and our loot. Alright, let's go take a look. Let's take a peek at what's going on over here. Got a defender. And 2 droids. It's not even... Weird. I mean, it's kind of a secret area. You got like the little ricotta statues, data banks and such. But I'm not sure what purpose it serves. I think there's a data down here on the end if I remember right. Yep, there's a data down there. And we only need 2 more. There's 1. There's 2. Might even be more up that way, so I think we're fine. Get this one because it's easy. Get this one because it's close. Then anything else is bonus. Alright, got all the data. We're gonna let those guys live. Let him live too. Let these guys live if we can sneak by him. I don't think we probably will be able to. Nope. Free Jedi. 2 champions and a master. This is always interesting, like this color of this is just its natural color, but it's so close to the highlighted click on something color that it's deceiving. Ooh, look at our heat. All that area attacking did us in. So like it looks like something you could click on just because of the coloring. Alright, you got data there, data there. I guess a bonus boss, so we should do that. Again, we don't need any achievements for this, but for completion, we should definitely take him out. And he'll be good for some conquest points. Let's see, 400 or 500 would be my guess. See how close I am. 155. Ooh, not even close. So yeah, there's a data. There's 2. There's a bunch that. So you don't have to get them all if you miss one. All right, what is this area? I didn't harvest him either, so. There's another one. There's another one, so it's 4. Alright. I think we can get away with not fighting that guy. If we do this right, we'll just take out the Jedi. I like Jedi because they're melee. And they all group up. Well, they should all group up. This champion's been a little bit of a turd. Can we get this done before the droid patrols back over here? Looks like it. Another one, so that's what, 5? Oh, this is another little hidden section. Yeah, these are cool, but they don't really seem to serve a purpose. Unless they did at some time before. Like this was some kind of a bonus thing you could do. And I just don't remember it. I mean, it seems deliberate, right? It seems like they purposely didn't put these on the map because the other one was up here and then this one is here. Which makes it a discovery, but for why, I do not know.
That HK unit you destroyed, he waited loyally for 300 years. I can rebuild him, but it won't be the same. Can't you see you're on the wrong side? The Emperor is death. For you, for me, for the galaxy.
Listen to yourself. If you use the Foundry to exterminate billions, how are you any better?
I'm doing this to save lives, not for glory. I will mourn for the dead and do what I must. As a young Jedi, I went to war. I accepted violence and darkness, and the Emperor called to me from across the galaxy. He made me a Sith Lord and named me Darth Revan. I killed for it. I turned on the Republic. But I have found redemption.
On Drummond Cos, there was a cult founded in your honor.
So I've heard. Not what I would have wanted, given the things I did. I nearly destroyed the Republic, and that nearly destroyed me. When the Jedi returned me to the light, my memory was shattered. It took me years to track and confront the Emperor again. I tried to end him, and he murdered my companions and locked me away.
What am I supposed to learn from all this?
I want you to know we're enemies for a reason. All those years in his prison, I could feel him in my mind, drawing on my connection to the Force. But I was in his mind too, fighting him. Only I've been both Jedi and Sith, and found clarity in the Force. Only I understand him, and his death is my responsibility.
This isn't clarity, and it isn't your responsibility. There's another path.
There was a time, a moment, when my destiny wasn't certain. That moment is gone. I've saved the Republic twice before. I've fought Mandalores and armies of the dark side. You won't stop me.
That's a nice little animation.
And run. The Empire will become dust. I will make it so.
Alright, so I think he's got like a... I don't like us all grouped up like that. Whoa, I didn't like that at all. So but I think there is like an area, like rocks fall down on you or something like that. There we go. It's become more possible than you can possibly imagine. I don't know. I can imagine quite a bit. That's why I like being ranged. Stay out of that crap. There it is. He's immune. I guess 5% was probably where you had to push him. Push.
This is station control of the Imperial fleet. The Foundry is ours.
Excellent work, my friend. We lost good men in the fleet battle, but we're mopping up the last of the Republic ships now. I assume the Jedi Master has also been eliminated?
That Jedi Master used to be a Sith called Darth Revan.
Yes. That's a matter we should discuss in person. As soon as we're secure, we'll conference with Darth Malgus aboard the flagship. You have my congratulations and my admiration. Fenir out.
What did we get? We got the Ricotta. Oh, I got one of those. Nice. I don't often get things that I have low numbers of. Alright, that should have also popped. Yep. Let's head back to our stronghold. Popped our 6th Galactic season item for the week. Alright, let's see where things stand here. 62,000. So what we were doing didn't really award a whole lot of conquest points. And because I was doing everything solo, we didn't qualify for the... Well, those are all master modes. There we go. Complete any flashpoint on veteran difficulty. Because we did the solo version, I don't think we qualified for that. That would have helped, but we're sitting okay. We're at 62,000. The Imp Guild's actually doing quite well. We are almost to that 64. That's my goal. 64 unlocks all the perks. Not that I use them that often, but it's nice to know that I could. So we're doing okay on that front. So, let's see. Yeah, we still have roughly an hour left. We are 6 to 7, so we could either go do Onderon, or we could run dailies. We have a Hutta contract we could do. They're both worth 8. Onderon is faster on the pub side, so let's go through dailies. So something that I like to do is show you how you can maximize so that you can get the most conquest spread out across the most characters to get the most rewards. So let's go ahead and we're going to go over pub side. And we're only going to run Coruscant pub side. Now, there are parts of dailies that are just, you can only do them once a day. That's why they call them dailies, right? Now, I can run Coruscant on multiple characters. But the weekly conquest and the planetary conquest, you won't actually get. So let's take a look at this setup. So what we're going to do, I've already done this once on Defil. So he's at 50,000 conquest, right? So what we're going to do is we're just going to go do Coruscant. We do Coruscant because it's very easy. It's the second planet, so it's low level, and you can just face roll through these things. Not that the heroics on other planets are a lot harder, but they can be more difficult. Plus, since this is only the second planet you go to, and it's really kind of your some of your first heroics that you're going to run across. There's a couple. It also means they just generally tend to be easier. Okay, let's get this first heroic done first, and then I'll show you the system that we're going to try to maximize. Almost said the word exploit. It's not an exploit. We're doing everything within the way it was designed, so it's not like we're doing anything wrong here. We're just being strategic. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so this has essentially kind of like 5-ish bosses in it. On my tanks, I run through the whole area and grab all of them. There are 31, I think, total enemies in this instance. Drag them all over to one spot and kill them all in one go. That wouldn't work on this character. He's just DPS and a little more squishy than that. But we are going to pull this last section together. So we'll switch our companion over to heals. We're going to set them to passive. As when we hit this threshold, we're going to spawn a group. We're going to grab that group and that group. So see that group spawned. Then we're going to grab this group here. They're going to stun us. There it is. Unstun ourselves. We're going to come around here, hide behind this box. And we're going to pop that thing right there. And see all those cyan numbers that popped up? It tears them up. And so you can pull the whole instance over here and essentially do the same thing. It's just, it's much easier to do on a tank because they're so much more robust. Okay, so we got our first heroic done. So what we're going to do is take a look at, we have now started this thing here. So 10 heroics, 49,500. So essentially half of your conquest in one thing. Now we're not going to get that on Defil here because there's only, you know, 3 more heroics to do here. But what we're doing is we're stacking that up so that we can run more heroics on another character and go ahead and make conquest on that character as well. Okay, let's jump in here. Put you back on DPS. I like the larger circle. You can barely reach those on the Commandos and Mercenaries with that smaller AoE. It makes room clearing much easier. This character also, I think the lightning sword and the consular, whatever the consular class equivalent, are also the same size. Maybe a little smaller, but I think they're all the same. Now I've already run Coruscant on this guy, so you notice the bonus missions aren't popping up. You only get those once. Not sure if that's by design or a bug, but it's been that way as long as I can remember. But we still need the conquest, so it's okay. Plus, you mostly have to fight, I mean, again, unless you're stealth, you mostly have to fight all those guys anyway, just to get to where you need to go, so. I think I could have skipped one of them, so we would have been, you know, one less. We'll do astrogation next. And I think the weekly also counts as a heroic, although we'll pay attention.
Fantastic.
Right, there's 4 heroics.
Get a lawyer, embarrass the Senate if I have to, and Gonthor Industries will be back up in no time.
Alright. So same thing in here. Like if I was doing the bonus, I would clear. There's 2 spawns on the back side here. We're just going to leave those alone. Well, we'll get the 2 that we kind of have to go through in order to get to where we need to go. That one and this one are basically just sitting at the doors. So we'll clear those guys. Because we do want to hit this 50 threshold as well, because that's between 1 and 2, that's 12,500 conquest. And we're going to need those points. Matter of fact, we might come up just short on this guy. But we'll deal with that as well.
I don't care why you did this, but I'm glad it's done. I owe you one. So take
almost
these credits.
80,000.
The public honors its debts.
Same thing here. There's a bonus mission that we won't get credit for. So we just need to get the key, the pass key. And we only need 13 to finish, so I think there'll be that many inside here. If not, we can come back out here if we need to. We'll set Bessie loose on that spawn. And then we're going to pull this whole room by doing area damage with that. And then we just run back in here. And they shall all come and find us. Except for one. He's a late straggler. There he is. Now, if you have scavenging, you know, all those are metal. You can scavenge them. We do not have scavenging on this character. And we're at 48. So there is our 8,375 plus what we already got for the first 25. So that equals 12,500 when it's all said and done. Alright, let's see how close we get. Usually 1,000 or 2,000 short, if I remember
Closing
right.
that clinic's a big win for Republic security and for the people of Coruscant.
Yep, 98.6. 1350 short. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pop over to Ord Mantell. I suppose I could do it here on Coruscant, but it's easier on Ord Mantell. Actually, no, I couldn't because we've already done the 25. So. And what we're going to do is we're just going to come out here, get ourselves 25 defeated enemies. That dude's going to buy it. Watch this. It's kind of sad, really. Oh, he lived through that one. Oh, he's still going. Oh, he didn't make it. I was rooting for him. Let's start down here. So this is why this is a starter planet, and so nothing's going to be too terribly difficult. Now, if you do this long enough, you'll actually eventually quit getting loot. I don't know if that's I don't think it's a bug. It feels deliberate, like trying to combat people setting up bots just to run an area. So sometimes I'll actually go and fight them. There's a couple groups up there. Once you get this first round done, though, the spawns speed up, and then you can just basically circle around down here. But as soon as we hit our 25 mark, which we're probably coming up on, Ord Mantell, there we go. We are at 22. And there's our conquest. I want my loot, so we're going to go up there and get our loot. Okay. Back to our stronghold we go. So I log all my characters in and out on the stronghold for a couple of reasons. It tends to load faster. So if I'm going to cycle through them just to set up companion missions or something like that, I don't have to load a whole planet. 2, I have everything I need here. I've got access to all my cargo holds. I've got a place I can sell things. I can check my mail. I can check the GTN. That's what I'm guessing these are. Yeah, I've sold a couple of things. I'll clean my inventory out later. Okay, so what we've done now is we are 5 of 10 complete there. So we're going to go ahead and I've made conquests. There's our 100 points there. And that just pushed us up and over the 500. So I'll get my guild rewards there. Now you're going to notice I have a lot more conquest points on the imp side because that's the one I'm trying to raise up. Once I hit 64, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep pushing very hard or not. So we're going to grab a character over here. Okay, so if we look here, you can see we've made conquests on a lot more characters over here. So we're at 900 instead, because this is the one I'm kind of grinding out. But we're going to do a similar thing over here now. We're going to go to the second planet, the home world, which in this case is Dromenkos. And Dromenkos is worth 50 to 52,000. But they're also all heroics. And now that we've already done 5 of the 10, the heroics on Dromenkos plus that 10 of 10 daily that we can do. You can see how much longer it took Dromenkos to load. So with this now, we've got this bucket of 49,500 conquest points just sitting there. And there's enough heroics here to trigger it. So what I've been doing is, so like yesterday, I ran heroics on Defil and got him to the 50,000 mark. Then I went and ran heroics on a Imperial character and got him, you know, do the starting planet, and then with that extra 10, holy cow, my muscle memory is all over the place on this character. Okay, there we go. So between this planet and that 49,500, he made conquest. So then Defil just sat there with his half, and then I just saved a second run for today. And I've been doing that all week. Like I'll pick a character, run Coruscant once, and then just park them. And then I run them a second day, and those two tend to make conquest or almost make conquest. But then I take that extra conquest like we're doing now and apply it to another character. Okay, now I'm starting to get back into the rhythm. Changing classes sometimes takes me a second to switch myself over. Got to get back into the mindset of a Sith melee character, which is definitely not the same as the ranged we just got done playing. Now you'll notice the bonuses are kicking up on this guy. If I went and ran these on a second character, I don't think they would. I can't remember if it's daily or per character. But the planetary bonuses definitely wouldn't kick in. So. And we'll do those because we want the conquest. It's only like 625, I think. Not huge, but if you do it on 2 or 3 of them, it's a couple thousand. And again, it's one of those that you're gonna kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 just to complete the missions. Unless somebody clears some stuff out for you, you're gonna get probably 12 to 13. So it's really not that big of a deal to pick up 7 more. Now we'll skip what we can. I also tend to fight the guys close to resource nodes. Like if we're gonna fight, we might as well get the extra credits. Same thing here. We'll loot that. Now I think the elevator just went down. There's another one over there. You can stand there and wait for him. What I do is I just rock crawl down the face here. Take a little bit of damage, but not too bad. And you can see the elevator is just now going back up, so we'd still be waiting at the top. Alright, what are we at? 18 already? Yep. We got to fight these 2 guys here. He's gonna disappear. We'll plant our bomb. There we go. Bonus mission done. And like I said, we didn't really have to go out of our way to do it. Now if we thread this needle correctly, we can shoot right down the center of these 2 spawns. Not pull aggro. If I do get to the end sometimes, like if somebody's already fought the guys next to the ship or something like that, then I will, you can always add some of those guys at the end there to fight, get your numbers up.
Lord Gratham was behind the transmissions that allowed her invasion, but it doesn't matter. Everyone who matters knows the truth, and Gratham is already losing influence and
so we're at 16,000 already. Alright, so on this one we need to get these 8 guys and then a boss. Hate stuns. One thing that is nice is these. This class does a lot of damage. So even though you're fighting up close and personal, you do mow through things pretty quick. Force camouflage on this guy? I do. Might be able to skip some of the spawn here. We'll see. I always peek around the corner because there can sometimes be a mob that's walking there. If you go into your rocket boost and then go into combat, it knocks you out of it and you waste it. We want to get as far in here as we can, as fast as we can. There might be a spawn right here at the entrance. There's not. And there's two back here. Oh, this is going to be close. Yes! We got credit. They're probably wondering, what the heck just happened? Why did that guy come jumping in here and then disappear? Or they have played the game a lot and it's just an alt and they know exactly what happened. Either way. That was nice. So we avoided those 4 elites at the entrance there by going into Force Cloak. And then somebody did most of the work for us, had already killed the guy. So we just did a couple hits at the end. Now, if we wouldn't have made it in there in time, we just have to wait for the respawn. It's like 30 seconds to a minute. It's pretty short. So nothing to really worry about. But it's nice when it works out like that. Build up ourselves some focus there for the big boss. We're doing good damage. We should be able to. Nope. I was going to say we might be able to kill him before that surge hits. But
that was a fantastic show. That drill just lit up the night. Here's the credits, as promised.
Alright, we are at 33,000. So we're at 9 of 10 for our heroics. Oh, cool. Somebody's been through here before us. So there's usually a spawn of 3 guys here. So they've been through here. Oh, they just respawned, but we should be able to slip out before they get us. Alright, depending on which direction they went. Might be able to fly through these. Yep. So somebody's cleared the spawns out for us, which is nice. But they came through long enough ago that these guys have respawned, which is also nice. We might catch them, depending on how far ahead of us they are. We'll see. Because they've had to fight at each node, and we're just grabbing the body and moving, or grabbing the rune off the body and moving. Might not. They might be far enough ahead of us that we don't see them. We'll see here. It's going to be close. I think they got a big enough lead on us that we're not going to catch up. Nope, they're there. Right, so we're going to back off, let them have the node. Dude, get your node. There you go. And now we will have to wait for this one to respawn. Don't know where they're going. Unless they're just trying to avoid this spawn? I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't go over that edge. Alright, there's the respawn. They might also be doing other missions. Not just running the dailies like we are. Alright, so again, we are at 33,500. So what's about to happen, since we've now maximized all of our stuff, after we finish this mission, we're going to get the 49,500 for that. We still have to do this, so that's 8,000 there. We'll get the weekly here, which will also give us Drummond cost. Drummond cost. I don't know what category it's under. Are they under weeklies? I can't find it. But we should also get some Bell Savis. Yeah, I just don't see it. But we're about to pop all these. So we're at 33,000 now. We'll place our runes in the altar. And they're just a Sith code. If you can't figure out how to put them in, there's nothing overly fancy about it. But
You have your reward. Our business is concluded.
all right, so we'll knock out the weekly. So there's the Heroic Eternal. There's the Mission Heroic. There's that Heroic. And all of a sudden we're at 89,000. So now we still have to get let's pop it up here so we can see it. We still need to get that one. So we still need 26. Now because we got lucky and followed that person through the body collection here, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That'd be 11 enemies we didn't fight than we normally would have. So I'm usually closer to the 50 by the time we get to here. But the reason I came over here is if we just went back outside the cave there, that's a heroic area. So everything's going to be golds and silvers, right? Your elites and your strongs. Now, given that we're probably going to come up just short, you could make a case that the extra conquest we would have got for fighting those guys might have been worth it. Like we're getting 3 and 5 here. But you can mow through these guys so fast. There we go. So there's our 8,000. And we are how much short? About 30, 31, 25, 26, something like that. So we have choices here. Now, sometimes when I'm doing this, we would have had the harvesting resources, which is worth like 2,700. So that would have been enough to push us up and over the top. But we already did that, you know, in the flashpoints and things like that. So we can do a similar thing here. We can just go to Vette. You know what? Let's do a little bit of an experiment. How much do we have left? $22.26. So normally I just go to Vette and we could do the 25 kills just like we did on Ord Mantell, and that's pretty quick. Let's go back and see if I would have gone out back to the heroic area. Let's see how much we're getting per kill over here. These guys are probably worth... Oh, that guy didn't give me anything. What about you? Nope, nothing. Not sure we want to fall down there. Can we survive it? Is that a legal place to go? Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know where this takes it. I don't know if I've ever gone down here. We'll get deeper into the heroic area here. Yeah, 14. So these guys are stronger back here. Ugh. Did I get myself stuck? I think I did. Yeah, I don't think I've ever traveled down this river. Maybe there's a chance I have. But. Alright, 23 for these guys. And 45 for that second one. So that's the cave we went into there. So rock breaker at level 13 gives us what? 23. Backbreaker at 14 gives us 45. Yeah, I think 45, 45. This guy's gonna probably give us the 28. 23 on that guy. Let's grab you guys. Grab you guys. Yeah, a couple of those only give us 8. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-ish. So there's around 20. Yeah, this is a pretty slow grind. They're just not giving enough per kill that would have made it worth coming over here to get our 26 that we needed. We're pretty close to that now, and we still haven't gotten enough. Do these two, and then we'll go over to Vette and finish it. Where are you going? That was weird. Yeah, I mean, you could grind that out, but you'd have to do what we just did like a couple more times. Alright, so we'll take the easy route. Shoot ourselves over to Vette. Nice thing about Vette is this character should be at the starport, and you can quick travel out of the starport from here, which is nice. A lot of them you can't do that. Now, this is a little tougher on the melee characters because the area attack's a little harder to do consistently. But it's not horrible. That wasn't too bad. Alright, so what we're going to do is pop ourselves up our tracker here. We're already at halfway through this. We haven't even gotten to the good spot. Alright, so if you come down in here and just kind of circle basically to that gate, you can knock out 75 here really quickly. There we go. So that's 25, and we're not going to... Yeah, let's go ahead and... We do need as much conquest on Imp side as we can get. So we'll go ahead and get the other 8,000 that we... Alright, so a lot of times the first trip around here, we're just gonna fight the guys as we go. And then our second trip around, we'll loot. Don't think we'll make it back to there, so go ahead and loot there. Not that it's a lot, it's like 500-600 credits here and there, but we might as well get as much as we can. There we go. Oh, we definitely want to loot that. What is it? Ooh, those are operations. 5 operations. That's good. It's worth it. Okay, there we go. So we got the other 8,000 there. So now we are 82, so 200, 330, 360,000 away from level 64, something like that. All right, so that's how we maximize conquest, right? So we did 4 mission in the weekly on the Republic side, and I did that 2 days in a row, but that builds up the counter of 5 of 10. So then when we came over here and did the same thing on this guy, he did 5, so he got both the credit for the 49.5 for the 10 and the planet. And so I basically can run 1 planet and then make conquests. So that's what we do. So the last thing we want to do is we want to go back and see if date night email came in. See if there's a difference in the third way that we did it. There might not be, but we shall see. All right, we do have a mail. All right, so you notice they're all named the same. Okay, so version 1. Version 1 was the one where we completely supported Vette, let Vette do everything. And so we've got these middle 2 paragraphs that are different. Version 2 was where we took charge in both situations. And so that's this one. So this one, I think, appears to be the same as that one. Handle anything together. Handle anything together. Yep. Okay, so version 3 seems to be based off of the first decision, because in the first decision we let her try to take the alarms out. This one we just smashed it, and then this one we let her try to take the alarms out. So next week we'll check to see if we take charge, if we get this same email as well. It might just be the 2 options. So, all right. As always, I want to thank everybody for joining us on a wonderful SWTOR Saturday. As always, we stream every weekend for a charity called Extra Life. Extra Life raises money for the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. You can find my donation link in the chat or the description down below. That will take you directly to my profile page. And on that profile page, you can find a way to donate. Thank you to everybody who's donated so far this year and throughout the years that we've been doing this. We are only, if I do math in my head, $163 away from hitting $8,000 in lifetime donations to the Children's Miracle Network. And that is awesome. So I want to thank everybody. I do know things are tight right now. So if you can't donate, one thing you can do is share my link. You can share a link to the stream, link to the channel, or even a link directly to the donation page, because you can donate 24/7. You don't have to do it just while we're playing games. That can go up at any time. So always appreciate that kind of help. Also, if there's certain kinds of content, especially from the Old Republic, that you want to see, feel free to hit me up on social media and or put a comment down below. I'm happy to tailor the streams to helping people out. One of my favorite things to do is to help new players. So if you're struggling with something or you have questions or anything like that, come hang out with us, ask questions. I'll answer them live, or put them in the comments below. I'll answer them down there, or even do something during the stream next week to help answer those questions as well. So with that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and call it a day. As always, hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your weekend, a great next week. And we always encourage you to go watch, play, or create something great. We'll see you guys all next weekend.